Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play Knee Deep, another Yandere dating sim from itch.io. Let's begin. Before we begin, what's your name? Wait, yeah, look at this. Ryan. When I meet Rylee for the first time, I felt heartstruck. I'm not sure, honestly. First, it was his looks, then his smile, and finally, his passion for absolutely everything he touched. So I could go on and on listing all his good qualities forever and ever. Hey, kid. His hand suddenly landed on my back. I turned to see his wide, toothy grin, the kind that screams, "Please punch me." He looks a little too pleased with himself. Lion, don't embarrass yourself. I know Rylee's cute and all, but you just can't take your eyes off him for some reason. That's because you have a crush. I'm not. I look back at Rylee. His blonde bangs fall to his eyes. Hey Rylee, do you think I can't take my eyes off you? Rylee's lips curve into his sweetest smile I've ever seen. I'm doomed. Had a blush though. Maybe. I'm used to it, YN, right? The professor talks a lot about you. I feel like you'll be my favorite student too. Before I could reply, Liam smirks and quietly backs away to where he stands, clearly satisfied with himself for orchestrating this. I feel like I'm just a joke for him. Our professor. Your work says otherwise, Ryan. Let me warn you, though. From now on, you're officially my enemy. Oh wait, the guy we're having a crush on we're enemies now? Okay. I clearly know that what he said was only a joke, of course, but his smile was so calm, so serene, that I find myself smiling right back. He then holds out something for me, an orange soda can. Got this from the vending machine. It's your favorite, right? Haven't had orange soda in a long time, but give me. How do you know? How'd you know? Mine's actually Dr. Pepper, though. A little bird came by and told me. He shushed me with his finger before I could even respond. Who does he think he is? A handsome, cute... Get it, Garawayan. It's been 4 months since that happened. Apparently, he's the one who just can't stop staring. Take that, William. We're both second years at Petalstone College of the Arts, and well, he isn't exactly known to be outgoing. Rylee's reputation still stands out. For what? And what kind of art are we doing? Are we doing art, or are we doing like theater? Everyone knows him for his impeccable fashion sense, his artistic talent, and his chubby cheeks. In my case, I'm definitely known for at the commits, being friendly, outgoing, doing stupid things, my talent in music and art. Well, I'm gonna go for academics, but let's save. Academics. Our first interaction was when William says up, so I can't really grasp why he's being so interested in me lately. Despite my academics, I'm not that relevant. Every time he talks to me, I'm left feeling unsure of how to act. I trace my finger over my phone screen, waiting for the college Wi-Fi to load a page. The little blue dots circling the loading icon seem to take forever. I think that's most colleges. Finally, the page loads. I feel a wave of relief, but then I see a banner. It's bold, bright, with pink and yellow letters that makes me blink to just my vision. Superpower lottery. Why? Well, do I get a superpower? I heard about this lottery for years, and I haven't took part in the last one and I even took part on the last one when I was 12. Nobody actually knows how it works, but the winners always end up really well off, getting a superpower, a fortune, and many more, as the page announced. Okay, do I get to pick my superpower? Because mine will be time travel, time dimensional. The most recent winner chose to remain anonymous, but the one before them, they became a business genius, skyrocketing to become the richest person in the world. Before that, it was an actual Superman, and before him, a man who could order shadows at will. Time travel. The circle continues. Each winner gets a better prize than the last. I click apply. Win a superpower, fortune, and many more. Apply. The superpower lottery happens every 10 years. Don't miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Do you agree with our terms of service? We didn't even see our terms of service, but okay. Congratulations, he has decided to enter the superpower lottery. Next. Thank you. You have successfully registered. Your chances of winning are 1 in a million. Good luck. Fine, next. Well, it's worth a shot. I exhale slowly, feeling a mix of relief and curiosity. Why do I even bother? It's not like I can get anything. Rylee's voice breaks through my thoughts as I'm about to put my phone down. Yeah, I guess a superpower, time travel, that maybe rob a bank and at an easier time, a time where there's no security systems, and then make out with the money. All jokes aside, I just want a superpower, or time travel. Why do you have here? What do we have here? What are you doing now? Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I want to know what you're doing, that's all I swear. He holds his hands up apologetically, checking something online. Graphic design project lottery. Oh, I could have stayed there. Now, what do we do? Tell him the truth. I'll tell him the truth. His eyebrows raise, and he looks intrigued. Was it the website with a bright pink banner? Yeah, that one. Rylee doesn't push further, but he doesn't leave either. Instead, he sits down next to me, resting his chin in his hands as he watches me with a genuine curiosity. It's the superpower website thing, isn't it? I applied a few days ago, too. You must have been through a lot to know that. God, I don't need to go there so much just to see the ugly graphic design. I didn't need to go there so much just to see the ugly graphic design. Isn't it ending today? Rylee laughed. Rylee laughing in one of the best views I've ever heard in all day. In the day I had in the day. It sends shivers down my spine just by looking at him. I think so. Why would you want to get if you somehow won? I don't know, something that would just help me stay awake during class. I can't help but notice how hesitant he says it. Something in the back of my mind, my head is telling me he's lying. Most likely. He loves his class. How strange. For what I want, make Rylee happy, like the ones in the superhero comics. To finish the assignment without doing them. Well, save. Like the superheroes in the comics. I think I would want something flashy like a superhero comics. Flying around would be cool. Maybe something like a super strength. Time travel. Can't wait, but the way you say it sounds pretty cute. Rylee usually sits a few seats away from me during this class. His blonde, fluffy hair falls into his eyes as he scribbles something in his notebook, usually a doodle. Right now, though, he looks at me with wide blue eyes, nodding his head to everything I say. Painting bore me too once. Huh? I notice how you haven't painted much, or actually you haven't made anything these days. Oh, don't worry about me. I still like painting. What made you think that? Whenever you come to class, you take notes on what the teacher's saying, open your Twitter, and then drift off into whatever you were thinking about. I notice how my greatest enemy is losing passion. A meditative silence sinks into the room. And what makes you interested in painting again? What made you interested in painting again? I think I found a subject I was actually passionate about. I pause, wondering what that means, as the professor enters the room, immediately snapping me away from the conversation. Okay, class, you know the little amount of time we have for our lectures. Lend all of yours to me. Professor Elliot, the 50-year-old professor who loves teasing me, and the rest of his students, but especially me, speaks in a steady voice. He opens a slide about about managing art exhibits, droning on about the projects we have to do for the end of the year and how much it will impact us. Some students take notes, others pick their nose, and a lot of them simply just fight to stay awake. This is worth 60% of your grade. I expect all of you to do your best. Now, I'll be assigning partners to, as I said, this was a partner work, and based on your group work with other artists and how all you managed to divide roles. Okay, group projects. No. I'll be assessing how the two members of the team can either complete or destroy each other's while working. Kelly, Anna, you prepare. Next up, Liam. Meet your partner, Nick. I flinch as he finally calls out my name. Yandere and Rylee, I expect much from you both. Rylee shook his head. I shook my hand. Nice to meet you, partner. Let's work hard. Of course, I hope you do your part, unless you want to slack off and leave everything to me. Flashbacks, that has happened to me. Don't worry, Ryan, I won't. He gives a fake cough, dramatizing the whole thing, unlike some others in this room. The two of you, you two in the back, Rylee and Ryan, whenever you're done, I hope you could show me the same enthusiasm for your project. Guess we're the stars of the show now. As I was saying, this project is worth 40% of your final grade. That was 60%. He pauses for dramatic effect, letting the weight of his words sink in. A few groans ripple through the room. Rylee and Ryan, your topic is the symbolism of flowers in art and literature. This isn't bad at all. It's very interesting. For the rest of the time, me and Rylee search online resources and conduct the wise and mighty chat or GPT. I'm gonna say Wikipedia is probably a better option than Chat GPT, because it's at least made by humans. Red roses often symbolize romance. Media and art usually portray red roses often in subjects involving passion, love, and affection. I believe that many may think it's a common, but could be integrated into our project in a way that would make people go wow. Exactly. He grabs a red marker. Hold on to the back of your left hand. I do as I'm told. He spins his pen. I take my hand and he grips it. And grip it. On the back of my left hand, he draws a little rose. A quick one at that. You might want to do my right hand, because I need my left hand for my notes. I'm left-handed. But his artistic skills show regardless. Its line's neat and consistent. The rose has a cute smiley face on it, and next to it are the words fighting. This is a red rose for you. I hope whatever art block you had will disappear in this project. I'm sure it will give me motivation. Class is over, everybody. I grab my laptop in my bag, but I'm stopped by a tab on the back. Would you give me your number so I could contact you for the project? Oh, of course, sure. I hurriedly typed my number in his phone, with one with the neon green caching and keychains of moonwind hanging out on it. Aw. Gotta go meet up a friend now. See you later. After I take my phone back, I quickly rush out of the lecture hall without a second glance at anyone there. I thought my day wouldn't be interrupted anymore when Liam bumped into me. Hey, you never left class this late before. What kept you waiting? Not a single apology came out from his lips. He teased, knowing immediately dip out once the class ends. Rylee just asked me for my number. That's odd. I thought he already knew your number. What? He tapped his chin as if remembering now. Ever since I introduced you both, I saw your name and number saved on his phone with heart emojis around it. I'm pretty sure I thought you two got along so well that I set you up that you guys became besties. I'm pretty sure I thought you got along so much that when I introduced you... Okay, I snort at that. Definitely the wrong number. Wrong name too. XXX. That's your number, right? And it isn't your full name YN too? I made myself remember it because little old Elliot scolded me for about an hour for not knowing my partner's name. You had bad eyesight or your memory's screwed up. I'm sure it's a coincidence. Pretty sure he has another YN and it's there's multi-universes YNs now. I take a quick escape, ignoring Liam's words, holding my head up high and skipping into the campus cafe to get my daily dose of espresso and eventually Milo's nagging. I open the door to the cafe, which is just a few minutes walk away from my main building. The doorbell chimes announcing my arrival. This used to be a minuscule place, but as the only cafe place in campus that actually lets students stay, it grew to be quite popular. Today's no exception. The shop's filled to the brim with people either doing their project or needing their daily dose of caffeine right before their afternoon classes start. After waiting in line for almost half an hour, I finally able to give the unimpressed-looking barista my order. Relieved even, she sighs right after looking at me, forcing a smile. May I take your order? No, you may not. A familiar voice interrupted. Milo strode over casually, his height and easygoing figure noticeable. Milo was the barista of the cafe, and happened to be my childhood best friend, since we were a few months since we were 3 months old. Our parents promptly forced us to hang out since they were best friends. It worked out because I'm still at the same university as him after all these years. Best friends since I was 4, Milo age 5, Milo age 14. I insisted on making Lily my best friend that year as Milo accidentally broke my earphones. Age 18, Milo. Current age, still Milo. Hey, Milo. Still not done with the shift? I want double espresso, no sugar. I want double espresso, no sugar. Oh no, no you don't. I'm not letting you drink that every single waking moment. He shakes his head and no down with his My Little Pony pen caramel latte. I'm not sure I'm sure this goes for fraud. It's not fraud if you're getting it for free anyways. I can't remember the last time you had to pay here. After Milo hands me the caramel latte, I yank it away and sticking my tongue out at him. I rethought my actions, but now I was getting this for free. Thanks, even though this isn't what I asked for. Grow up, Lion. Just learn how to express gratitude and it's running anyway again. Shouldn't I be worried, Lion? You never rush when it's about me. I literally ran to get here. Oh no! Oh, totally. He draws the corner of his mouth, twitching like he's forcing himself not to frown. You've been talking about Rylee a lot lately. You know, was he the reason why you had to wait? I had to wait for so long. It's just a project partner. He's just a project partner. He's just my project partner. I shook my head, taking a sip of the latte. Annoying, perfect as usual, but that's not that I'll admit it. Right, he's peeled off his apron and tossed it onto the hook behind him. Anyway, my shift's over. Let's go. Go where? I ask, frowning, as he comes out from behind the counter. The park. He slips his hands into his hoodie pockets. You've been stressing too much lately. A walk will do you good. And before you argue, I'm not taking no for answer. He hurriedly holds the door open for me as I sigh and follow him out. "15 minutes later, and we stroll through the Green Hollow Park. The late afternoon sun casts long shadows, and a crisp breeze nips at my cheeks. I crunch my latte, its warmth seeping through my gloves, while Milo walks beside me, close enough that our arms almost brush. I miss this place. You literally work 2 minutes away from here. I raise an eyebrow. Not the same. He replies, nudging me gently. I mean, I miss those times back when we were kids. I love the stuff. I love to forget about college, projects, deadlines, group projects, professors, all that stuff. Oh, and that blonde who's trying to take all your attention. I snort. Why was he acting so emotional all of a sudden? What got into him? He has a crush. Milo, you're being ridiculous. I see you every day. Yeah, but it's different now. You don't tell me. You don't tell me everything that's going on in your life, not anymore. Milo, what do you want me to say? Just tell him everything? He taps his fingers. Well, you could have mentioned that little art block he went through. What? How do you even know about that? Relax. He stops walking abruptly, and reaches into his pockets, pulling out a small crumbled photo. Look what I found the other day. The photo itself is pretty worn out, faded by the passage of time. I recognize it immediately. It's a picture of us as kids, sitting in the blanket in the very same park. I was grinning, holding an already melted popsicle. Meanwhile, a little Milo had our plans, holding a water balloon behind his back. With that same mischievous glint in his eyes I got to know over the years. Oh my gosh, remember this? You soaked me right after this was taken. And you screamed so loud you scared all the pigeons away. You were so mad I thought you'd never talk to me again. I didn't. You bribed me with another popsicle. Guilty as charged. I remember using your allowance money for that, though. Wait. We reached a bench by the pond, and Milo sits down first, patting the spot next to him. I hesitate before joining him. His hands me the photo, his expression unusually soft. Milo's gaze lingers on me, his green eyes darkening slightly. Lion, you've been so distracted lately. Your art, your classes, him. I just wanted to remind you that I'm still here, that I always will be. Milo, you don't have to say anything. He cuts in smoothly. His smile returns before it doesn't quite reach his eyes. I just want you to take care of yourself and to remember that some people care more than others. For a moment, the air between us feels heavy. I glance around, my cheeks heating under his gaze. Thanks, Milo. You're like a personal therapist, you know that? He chuckles, leaning back against the bench. And you like my full-time job, but I don't mind. I like keeping an eye on you. We walk in the park for a couple more minutes until the sun starts to go down. We have been strolling on the sidewalks for so long, and with very few people around, only the sun notifies us of the time. I check the watch on my wrist. I think it's time to go. Your roommate's not there, right? Want to crash at my place instead? I lean back, clearly showing my refusal. After all the trouble you went through to get me such a roommate, I'm just gonna pass. I'll be at my dorm. I, like most people, have my fair share of roommates. Most of the time I rely on Milo or our friends to share a room together. I was known to be the chill but eccentric type of roomie, someone they could have fun with. I like to think that we were all decent people. When I asked a resident assistant about having a roommate during my first year in university, they claimed I would have my own room, as Milo had requested. However, this year, with the dorms filled to the brim with freshmen, I was made to share my room with a guy named Anthony. Anthony or Tony. And I'm pretty sure by now that he's the strangest one of them all. He truly goes beyond the definition of a weirdo. He often disappears randomly for days. Matter of fact, he only ever shows up at the most random times. Ding ding, like now? A few more tunes snaps me out of my train of thought. I'm currently sitting at home, taking my well-deserved rest, when suddenly I get a call. Speaking of the devil, it's Anthony. I pick up the call. You never called me before. What's up with the sudden change? I heard the rustle of that rustle and then a low murmur coming up. Open the door. Don't freak out. There's only a couple of words, but somehow it still makes me utterly puzzled. Huh? Care to elaborate? Just do it, please. I carefully leave my comfort of my our sofa and stand in front of the door. I sigh, preparing myself for whatever Anthony has to tell me. I slowly open it, only to hear someone running out of breath, huffing out air. Okay, who did you X alive? And do I have to help you hide the body, or do I need to call the cops? Thanks. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Crimson red liquid covers Anthony's whole frame, who just happens to wear a white suit. He notices me staring and wipes most of it out of his suit, just enough for it not to drip down all over the floor. Oh, how considerate. Now, why are you covered in blood? I expect a man who stands in front of me covered in blood, and to make it worse, I don't know who it could belong to. Anthony, who's now resembles a gangster, is washing the filthy floor with my knockoff Hello Kitty mop. I think I found our Yandere. He glances up at me once again, his eyes lock into mine as he kneels down to clean up Mo's spot. Early star, the one that we could clearly say is the Yandere. I'm sorry. You're being awfully polite today, Anthony. I shook a smirk as Anthony has laughing assures. I'm not even sure why I'm laughing. Being, awkward? Is it the fact that this whole situation was hilarious to me? Or was it because all the blood had started making me go hysterical? Probably. I just want to know what happened. He throws himself onto the sofa, closing his eyes as he tries to have some rest. He would have stayed that way for the whole night, his body spread out all over. But he felt as if I burned the hole. He felt as if I burned a hole in his clothes as I stared. He opens his eyes slowly, one at a time, fluttering at the fluorescent dorm lights as it hit him like a flashbang. Why, I'm fine. He gestures his suit, pulling at the red stains that he has yet to wash off. These aren't mine. Well, most of them. I want to know what happened and why you thought it was a good idea to do it. Oh, what do you mean, most of them? He makes this face that's supposed to make himself look sorry, but to me, he just looks even more ticked off. Relax, YN. It's nothing serious. Come on. You've seen me like this before. I still want to know. I cross my arms, looking directly at his eyes. I, being a little too investigative, had found out about his illegal activities right when we started living together. Personally, I thought it was great. I mean, now I wouldn't have to worry about our safety, as he could protect both of us. Or that's what I believe he would do. Are you sure? Besides, it's not like we don't get along. He's nice, and there's also the fact that he isn't loud at all. Are you hearing yourself? You literally just came back with injuries from God knows where. It's tomato sauce. Are you sure it's tomato sauce? Because there's a handprint. I blink in disbelief. Did he just say that? Or were all those sleepless nights finally catching up to me? Tomato sauce? Tomato sauce. Okay, I'm gonna check if it's tomato sauce. Don't. It's not. It's from work. My colleagues crushed me into me and spilled it all over me. He points vaguely, I see, acting as if he could explain why he looks like a extra from a low-budget action film. No, he looks more like extra from a low-budget slasher film. It's really hard to pretend I haven't noticed how bad he was stuttering. I mean, I stutter too, so I'm sorry, but I'm not that dumb. Anthony shrugs, kicking his feet up from the coffee table. Apparently he was giving up, unnaturally trying to explain himself to me. Oh, glee, I wonder why. I frown, grabbing my stuff that's scattered all over the sofa while Anthony continues to take up even more space. He shoots up a brow, glaring at me from where he lays. Why don't you stay? Are you scared of me? I'm afraid I may ask questions I don't want answers to. Besides, I got steady. Good God, it's like you really just can't mind your business. You're suspicious, that's all. Go away. He attempts to close his eyes once again, but the way he talks, you didn't sit right with him at all. He sits up one more time, backing down on his own words. Wayne, wait, you can stay. Don't do whatever you want. I don't care. I leave the living room, ignoring Anthony's distant voice, while I head to my room, reminiscing about how this place was when I first came. Originally, it was a little too cramped for my taste, but I like to say that I did an outstanding job of transforming it into what I had always dreamed of having. It went from being just a dusty, abandoned closet to a fully decorated paradise. After all, this is where I'll be living for the next couple of years. I sure would have to make this feel like home. I mean, dorms? I thought it was only like 1 year. Oh, I like the whole concept starts right here. I face the bed that has been seeing me at my worst. My eyelids fall heavy just from looking at it. Crap. I just wanted to lie on it and drift away to sleep. But I knew that wasn't an option, not yet. What should I do now? Okay, let's save. Fired it. Yeah. So I'm going to study. I can't let myself go down like this. Why and snap out of it? Pick up your books and study for Pete's sake. I settle on my desk, carefully flipping through the pages of my textbook. There aren't many tests scheduled yet, but you just can't be too calm with professors whose favorite part of their day is assigning surprise exams. My voice hangs low as I read the first line in my unit we were having in class earlier today. The interplay of light and shadow in art, Baruch art not only advises scroll for Shishnada. I can't. Sorry, sneeze. I really deserve the rest. 10 minutes won't hurt. I flop in my bed, promising myself I wouldn't spend too much time on it. I turn on my phone and click the first app I see. Then I proceed to scroll mindlessly through multiple cat videos much to my heart's content, which now that I think about it, probably looked like a maniac laughing at surprisingly nothing. Take a nap. I completely wasted. This day has left me completely exhausted. Heck, I feel as if any kind of remaining energy I had in my body just dissipated as soon as I entered the room. I limp as I make my way to my bed, promptly face planting into a pillow. I black out, letting myself sleep for at least an hour or two. The sun is finally set, everything around me slowly getting eaten by the darkness as I contemplate how the day has gone by. The overbearing silence of the growing night, rudely interrupted by a particular sound. I probably sit up, trying to find where it's coming from exactly. Ding, ding, ding. It's my phone. What? Why do I bother? I say to myself, glaring at the phone screen. I turn it on in an instant, laying back down onto my bed. Ding, ding, ding. Really? Come on, I just want to sleep. I groan hesitantly to do anything. My back aches from all those sudden movements. This is what I get for not working out as much as I should. Or at least, that's what my mom would say if she saw me like this. Besides, what app can possibly make so much noise? I swear I hadn't downloaded anything shady in a while. Wait, we downloaded something shady before? It's strange. It's just an email. I definitely should toggle Gmail's notification off before. What in actual crap was that? I mean, it's their fault for not letting me sleep. I focus my gaze on the screen one more time in flashing pretty saturated pink. It seems as if it was designed by a 5th grader. Typical. I shut it off again, setting it onto the table next to me. Ding, 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 ding. The mysterious email begins to repeat the same tune. It's almost ear-grating up to this point. Why won't you shut up? I yell in frustration, wanting to throw the damn phone out the nearest window. My eyes widen as I scroll through my unread emails. Eventually catch something. A faint fragment of text highlighted by Gmail itself. I won the lottery? I pinched myself on my cheek to test if I was dreaming, finally realizing that it was in fact real. Is it too good to be true? How the heck would I know? Really? I scrolled reading through the text that had to cause such a reckless. Dear YN, you've been chosen as the lucky winner of the superpower lottery. As per the rising use of technology, this superpower will only be available to use on your phone. Wait, it can only be used on my phone, so no time travel? Unless the phone becomes a TARDIS. The download will start automatically once you open the email before using it. These are some important details to take note of. Superpower, Heart's Echo. Function's ability to perceive who's in love with you, and that they would consider murder for your sake. The ability to perceive who's in love with you, and that they would consider murder for your sake. Also, it will be given you a rundown of your target status. Oh, no. Because we have Yanders that would. The superpower lottery decided to come to close once you joined. The superpower lottery decided to come to a close once you joined. As we knew you were the one, we hope this email finds you well. If you have any queries or any questions, you may not call us. We're mysterious, just like that. Scam. The word blasts in your corners of your head, like I've ever fought for something like this. I got common sense, you know. Plus, no one has ever confessed to me before. Who on earth would murder for my sake? A yandere. 3 yanderes precise. That's ridiculous. My eyes wander aimlessly at my screen. The download will start automatically once you open this email. I mumble as my vision focuses. What have I got myself into? Why are you stupid? I quickly close the Gmail, and agitatedly look through every single page on my home screen. Echo Heart, the bright pink icon, struck out like a sore thumb. Might as well check out, I guess. Welcome, Lion. Thanks for choosing Echo Heart. Okay, thanks for choosing Echo Heart. Below are the list of who would commit murder just for you, ranked for the most assessed to the same. To sane. Okay, so Milo's the most assessed. Insane? Or is Anthony... Anthony had blood on him. How is Anthony the one that's sane? Rylee. Unknown. So we have a 4th one? Below is a list of those who will commit murder just for you. Ranked from the most assessed to the same. Milo's totally behind this, isn't he? This is the first thought that came to your mind, trying to find a logical sound reason for this nonsense. Who else would it be? Mom? I don't think so. Would it be Liam? I tried coming up with anything at this point, my sanity slowly sipping away as I consider any possible culprits. No, not a chance. My mind keeps rambling for quite a while. It's all feels so odd. Am I dreaming? No, I had already pinched myself. I scrambled to open Twitter, frankly looking up the accounts by the name of the superpower lottery, and there it is. This year's superpower lottery has finally come to a close. We extend a heartfelt thanks to everyone who's willing to take part of such event. Please make sure to check your emails. Instructions has already been sent. Oh no. This can't be real. Who is unknown? Matter of fact, does that mean Milo has a crush on me? Is this why Rylee's been staring at me all week? Anthony, well, I'm sure he'll do something like that. But why is he the last place? Isn't that the same guy who comes drenched in blood? Yeah. That's what I was saying before. I should stop thinking about this. I stay right in the same spot in my bed, sweat dripping down my chin. Is this what would I have done in my past lives to deserve this? I don't know. We just get yanderes. I bury my face in my plushies, shutting my eyes to finally drift to sleep. Pancakes. Is it blueberry pancakes? Because I'm probably sure we know which our yandere is. I mumble slowly, sitting up in my bed. What time is it? I reach for my phone, blinking slowly, as my eyes readjust to the sunlight sleeping through my blinds. Lion, wake up. You're late for class. I think maybe I made you pancakes. He yells out from the kitchen. I slap myself awake and run over. Went to sing Anthony while he sits down to eat. I sit across from him to have breakfast as well, just like we've done for quite a while. I take a view of the pancakes that stand right in front of me. The maple syrup making the pancakes shine, as if we were from a commercial. My hands wing to dig into the food. Crap, I'm starting to drool. I need to act fast. My fork stabs the soft golden brown pile, make a huge chunk of it. I chew slowly, making sure to savor every last piece of it. I look back up to Anthony, who patiently nibbles at his food. So good. The last night's memories suddenly flood in my brain. Oh right, I won some kind of lottery. I had to make sure that whatever happened last night was actually true. I was determined to do anything necessary to prove it. I locked my gaze at his before putting another huge chunk of pancake in my mouth. Hey, Anthony, let's say I have a hypothetically get hurt. What would you do? Anthony pauses mid-bite. His fork hovers in air as dark eyes shoot up to meet my unnerving gaze. His expression almost unreadable for a couple of seconds. He goes stabby. Stabby. And to my own surprise, he just smiles. The corner of his mouth twitches at my words. Is he enjoying this? It depends. What are you talking about? Let me think. Physical, emotional? Someone says your outfit's fuggy? My shoulders tense up at his response. I archly chuckle, trying to play off what I just said as a joke. You know, silly questions. I don't like violence. Says the person who came covered in blood. But if it happened, I'll make sure they regret it. I'm sure it'll never happen though, right, Ryan? I see the room slowly close on me. Breathing became more of a struggle. As the seconds pass, I feel the air running out of my lungs as if I were choking. I managed to cough out an anxious chuckle, my fingers gripping on the tablecloth. It's good to know I got someone by my side. Don't worry about it, Ryan. I'm sure if Ryan, is anyone giving you problems? Oh no, nothing like that, Anthony. Expression leaves no room for doubt. Anthony clearly concentrated. Anthony clearly concerned about me, and the way he looks at me while we were eating shows me that perfectly. Tell me if anything happens, I'll deal with it. Later that morning, I meet up with Rylee in the art studio. The sunlight filters through the tall windows, bathing the room in a soft light. He's already there, sleeves rolled up, sketching on a large canvas. It looks more like a sketchbook. His golden hair catches the light, giving him almost eternal glow. I do love their designs. Hey, you made it! He doesn't look up, a small smile playing on his lips. I set my back down, suddenly nervous. Yeah, sorry I'm late. Rylee looks up again, then his sharp blue eyes locking onto mine. You're not late. I just like being early. He gestured to the seat beside him, and I hesitate before sitting. So flowers, huh? I'm guessing you haven't had time to think about our project yet. I have, sort of. Well, just not a lot. Rylee laughed softly. The sound surprisingly warm. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. We work in silence for a while, but I can't help sinking glances at him. He looks so focused, so confident at what he's doing. My own hand feel completely out my depth. After a while, Rylee breaks the silence. You know, you seem distracted. We spend the rest of the afternoon searching the symbols of the flowers, and symbolism of flowers, and Rylee enthusiasm is contagious. He had his way of looking at art that makes even the simplest details feel profound. You know, you remind me of this flower. He blinks. What? I shrug, a soft smile on my lips. Strong, vibrant, and hard to ignore. His cheeks heat up, and he quickly looks away. You really think so? I do. My voice is quiet, but certain. When the session finally ends, Rylee reaches into his bag and pulls out his small notebook. Hey, take this. It's got some notes and sketches I made for our project. Maybe it would help if you get stuck. The day passes in a blur. My classes offered a little distraction from the chaos spinning in my head. By the time I returned to my dorm this evening, I was exhausted, but still restless. My phone buzzes with a call from Milo. I hurriedly pick it up. Park again? You seem off lately. Sure, usual spot? Under a soft glow of the streetlights, Milo was already waiting on the bench while I arrived. He has a cup of coffee in one hand and his usual lopsided grin on his face. You look like you haven't slept. His tone is teasing, but his eyes are full of concern. Thanks. Just what I needed to hear. He chuckles, but the humor quickly fades. Seriously, Ryan, what's going on? You've been a little distant. I glance at him, my heart sinking. Milo has always been able to read me too well, and now, with the app's results fresh in my mind, I feel like I am walking in a tightrope. Now, how am I supposed to act around him when he's literally ranked at the top of the list of people who are willing to kill for me? I'm just been stressed about school. You know how it is. Miles studies me for a moment, then nods back slowly. If you say so. The silence that follows is almost comfortable, save for the nagging thought in my head finally pour out. Miles, do you think it's weird to, willing to do strange things for someone you care about? It's like, no, his eyebrows furrow. What kind of strange things are we talking about? You go stabby on someone? I hesitate. Like fighting for someone, protecting them, that sort of thing. Worse than that. Miles' expression softens. He leans forward, resting his elbows on his knees. I think if you care about someone enough, you'll do anything it takes to keep them safe. It's not weird, it's just love. The word hangs in the air between us, heavy and unspoken, for so long that it almost feels foreign. My chest tightens. I look away, staring at the darkened trees. Right, love. Miles strands, his gaze still fixed on me. Ryan, is there anything you're not telling me? I know you're Yandere. I know all my love interests are Yanderes. And they will kill for me. Though the one that was covered in blood is Lisa's dream, apparently. I saw you shake my head. It's nothing, just a lot on my mind. Okay. His voice is quiet, but his eyes tell me he doesn't believe me. When we arrive home, I immediately look through my notes on subjects I have to study, but about the 4 people listed in the heart echoes. I cross off the unnamed person and try to focus on theirs. Milo, my protective childhood friend. Rylee, my shy project partner. Anthony and Tony, my closed-off roommate. The name that intrigues me the most is... Oh, we could do... Technically, so we can choose who we go now. So I should probably save. Here. 2. Yes. And go with Milo. Thanks for playing the demo. Please. Okay. Rylee. Anthony. And Tony. None of them. Okay, we have to do none of them. The night feels colder than usual. I shiver as I unlock my dorm room, stepping inside and letting the door click shut behind me. The space is dimly lit by the glow of my desk lamp. The unfinished sketches scatter across my desk, serving as a reminder of my own frustration. A sigh escapes me as I shrug off my coat. It's been a long day. Then there's a knock. A familiar one. I hesitate before opening the door, already knowing who I'll find. Milo stands there, hands tucked in his pockets, and its easy smile on his lips, but there's something off about it. Something tight. Milo, what are you doing here? I'll check on you. I told you I'm fine. Milo hums, stepping inside without waiting for an invitation. He moves like he belongs here, like he isn't the first time he let himself into my space. Yeah, you say that. He glances around my room, eyes trailing around my unfinished sketches, my books, my curled papers I toss aside, expressions unreadable, but there's something cackling in the way his fingers tap against my leg. Milo, I just want to sleep. I appreciate you checking in, but I'm fine. You've been saying that a lot lately. He closes the door behind him. You're fine. You're busy. You're distracted. The weight of his gaze presses against me, his usual warmth gone, replaced by something colder. Too distracted knows when people are looking out for you. Yes. My stomach twists. Milo? Do you ever think about how much I do for you? I can see him Yandere. His voice is quiet, controlled. I make time for you. I listen to you. I care about you more than anyone else ever will but you. He tilts his head slightly, his eyes darkening. You always find someone else to talk to. That's not... It is. He sighs, shaking his head, as if he's disappointed in me. I hate seeing you waste your time on people who don't really care. Something about the way he says it makes my skin prickle. He's gonna kidnap me. Milo, you're my best friend, but you're scaring me right now. For a moment, he just stares at me. Then he smiles, that familiar, easygoing smile, the one that usually puts me at ease. I'm sorry. He reaches into his coat pocket, pulling out something small, a bottle. I brought us something. What? He sets it down on my desk, screwing the cap with practice ease. I thought we could have one last drink together. My head pounds against my ribs. Milo, what the heck is that? Relax. It'll just make things easier. For what? He pours the liquid into 2 cups. The moon is calm, durable. The scent that filters the air is bitter, chemical. I'm not drinking that. Pulls out Red Bull. I'm drinking Red Bull. Poison. I'll rather drink this poison and pulls out the Red Bull. It gives me wings. No. I take a step back, but he grabs my wrist. Not tight enough to hurt, but enough to keep me still. I told you, didn't I? His voice barely above a whisper. Some people care more than others. He presses the cup into my hands, and I care more than anyone else ever will. The room feels smaller, the air feels thinner. My pulse is frantic, drum my ears as I look into his eyes, searching for some sign of the friend I always known. Milo raises his cup, waiting for me to do the same. Fake it. Drink wine. And that was knee deep. If you like my content, please subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below and like the video. And I'll see you guys next time. And if you like the game, please go and play it and support the creator. I'll see you guys next time.